Are you dealing with a narcissist and you're thinking maybe they're about to discard you or you are about to discard them? In this video, I am going to go through the warning phrases, the things they're about to say that are going to clue you in that that discard phase is just about to happen. Check it out. Hey there, I'm Rebecca Zung, and I am an attorney. I have been recognized as one of the best lawyers in America by US News. I have written a couple of best-selling books already, and I have another one that's in pre-sales now, Slay the Bully, How to Negotiate with a Narcissist and Win, which you can check out at slaythebully.com. And I have helped many, many thousands of people get out of relationships with narcissists, break free from that drama, trauma, and chaos. And I've helped them get into the lives that they want as quickly as possible. And I want to help you do the same thing. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so that when I release brand new videos, which is every single day, that you can get notified as well. I want to help you get the life that you want, that you deserve, that you should have. Phrases, warning phrases that are a sign the narcissist is about to discard you. And by the way, if you want some good phrases to disarm the narc yourself, go to disarmthenarc.com and grab my free phrases for disarming narcissists as a gift to you. Just disarmthenarc.com. Just for a couple seconds about the different phases of a narcissistic relationship, just in case you're new to this whole thing. So they start off with love bombing, which is that whole, oh my God, you're my soulmate. I can't believe I've never met anybody like you before. You are the only one for me. You know, that whole thing, which has really nothing to do with love. It's all about manipulation, but that's the beginning of the whole thing. Love bombing, then you go into devaluing, then you go into discard. Devaluing is pretty quickly right after the love bomb phase, and then into the discard, which is what we're going to be talking about now. And then sometimes you see something what they call hoovering, which is when they're trying to suck you back in, sort of like hoovering the vacuum, where they try to come back after the discard. And sometimes it's even months, years down the road where you just get that ping in your direct message in your Instagram or your Facebook messaging or your text messaging or whatever. Oh, hey, how you doing? They just checking you out just to see if there's anything there, any potential possibility of coming back into your life. You thought you were done with them. That's the Hoover. Okay. Or maybe it's during the discard phase. Sometimes I've seen that too. But nonetheless, the Hoover is, after the discard. They try to worm their way back into your life. So that's kind of the different phases of a narcissistic relationship in a very quick nutshell. Then here we are. We're in the discard phase. That's what we're going to be talking about now. And I'm going to give you 5 warning phrases that this is afoot. This is happening. What's happening is, they're starting to become more and more mean. They're around less and less. You're starting to see different changes in their personality as well. You're starting to see changes in their appearance sometimes too, by the way. Sometimes they are starting to look better. You're starting to see them going to the gym. They're working out more, losing weight. They're dressing differently. You're starting to see maybe changes in their schedules. Maybe they're becoming more and more secretive. So these kinds of things start happening at the same time that they're going to start saying these things. I think it's important that I kind of set the stage of what's going on as you're starting to hear these sorts of things coming out of their mouth as well. And, I can tell you that I did practice high net worth divorce law for a very long time. And so I definitely saw these things. They start planting seeds, they start leaving clues. The clues are around. I saw it a lot. So, it shouldn't be a super shock a lot of the time. Sometimes it can be. Many times it's really not as much of a shock as you might think. When you start to see these things, it's definitely time to move on. And if you agree with me, put agree in the comments right now. Just put agree because I know that you agree with me. You can definitely do better. And by the way, that is number one. Number one is they say to you, I can do better. I can do better. So that's one of the warning phrases that you'll see from that narcissist. They'll start to say things like, I can do better than you. During the devalue phase, they will start to say things that aren't nice. If they're starting to say things like, I can do better than you, that's when you're starting to see this, because during the devalue phase, they don't necessarily want you to go anywhere. They're jealous, they want control over you. If during the discard phase, they're starting to push you away, you're starting to see less and less jealousy. You're starting to see less and less of that kind of grip. Now it's starting to be more like, I can do better than you, that sort of thing. And that leads me to number two. Now, in number two, you'll hear something like, we're just so different. We are growing apart. That's a very distinct difference than the kinds of things that you'll hear during the devalue phase. During the devalue phase, they may say things like, nobody likes you, family doesn't even like you, I'm the only one who can stand you, things like that, which are also horrible things to say. But those kinds of devaluing things are also meant to manipulate you and control you into, I need to have dominion over you. This is, I'm going to be pushing you away. There's kind of a distinct difference there. So we're growing apart. And then number three is, you add nothing to my life. You add nothing to my life. Now, you will hear something like that sometimes during the devalue phase, the devalue phase too. But this is, something you definitely will hear during the discard phase also. You add nothing to my life. And then number four, again, when you start hearing these things taken together a lot, I can do better than you. We're just so different. We're growing apart. You add nothing to my life. And then you start seeing changes in their appearance. They're more and more secretive, and they're starting to accuse you of cheating. They're starting to accuse you of not being trustworthy. They're starting to accuse you of things like that. That's when you start to see things, right? So the next one is number four. I could be totally happy on my own. You start to see this wandering eye going on with them. You start to see where, that would be a great place to live if somebody were single. I mean, I remember actually somebody saying that to me when they were still married to somebody. This woman said that to me. Oh, that would be a great place to live if somebody were single. And then like 6 months later, she and her husband were separating. Like I knew at that point that she must be looking, because she said something like that. Okay. I could be totally happy on my own. And number five is, again, something that people might hear if they're in the devalue phase as well. But again, taken together with everything else that I've been talking about here, it's definitely something that you hear during the discard phase as well, which is, everyone knows that you have problems. Everyone knows that you have problems. And again, these are also the types of things that they might be starting to say to other people as well. Because, especially covert narcissists, during the discard phase, they're going to start to line up flying monkeys. Because during the discard phase, that's when you're going to start to see the birth of the smear campaign. Whether or not you know if the discard phase is happening, they know that they're starting to discard. They're going to start to want to have their army of people ready to go. They're going to want to make you feel like you have this army of people ganging up on you. Everyone else is going to believe them. No one is going to believe you. So you better not try anything funky because everyone's going to, be on their side. So you better go along with what they want. It's kind of like this warning sign that no one's going to believe you. Everyone's going to believe their lies. Everyone knows you've got the problems. They speak in these absolutes. Everyone, no one. They want to believe you think that you're crazy. And so you've got this sick feeling inside, this horrible feeling inside, like, oh, this is not going to go my way. That's the last one. And I just want you to know it's not true. Most of the time, they puff these things up, they say these things, they're not true. They also say all kinds of things like, you're going to go down and you're never going to see your kids and I'm going to take everything. All that stuff is not true. I mean, most of the stuff that comes out of their mouth is lies. And you know that that's true. That's the only part that's true, is that everything they say is a lie. So just remember that. Remember what the facts are. Remember what evidence you have in reality about things and stick to that. Don't let your imagination go off into the wild. Okay. Watch videos like this so that you can keep your sanity in check and make sure that you get the help and support that you need so that you don't isolate yourself. That is so, so important. So I have a Facebook group that you can join, which is Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. Make sure that you join that. I do also have therapy available for you online. We have a sponsor here on this channel, which is BetterHelp. And you can go to betterhelp.com/Rebecca Zung to get that. We receive commissions on that. It doesn't cost you any extra at all. We just want you to have access to the help and support that you need and services that we trust. And make sure that you have subscribed to this channel because I release videos every single day, which are totally free. I'm an attorney, as I said, and I just want you to have access to resources that are accurate and that you can trust. Okay, so make sure that you do that. The next video that I want you to watch are 6 soul-sucking phrases that narcissists use to devalue you. When you watch these videos and you're aware of what's going on, it can help you because then you recognize what's happening and then you can go, oh, I see what's going on here. And then you know that it's just them talking and it's not you, right? Okay, so that's the next video that we're going to go watch together. And remember that today is a great day to start negotiating your best life. And I will see you in that next video.